birthday, Connor.
I'm going to start off my presentation with questions. Okay, so the books that I read were The Handmaid's Tale and The Joy Luck Club, and the topic that I studied about those was motherhood and how it's viewed in different societies and different cultures. So take a second and think about how you view your own mother versus how you view somebody else's mom. They're all sort of held with some sort of respect. You always have respect for a mother, but like our society doesn't view women very well. A lot of societies don't view women very well, but that's not what I'm talking about. So the way that our society views mothers is basically, while that woman gave birth, she's awesome, but she has all this responsibility, but we're not actually going to say that she has all this responsibility because the man is still the head of the household and dumb things. So, and in The Handmaid's Tale, it's taking place in America, but a religion has taken over and now rules the society, and they set things up in a very different way where women don't have any power or control. And if you're a woman and you can bear children, like you have viable ovaries and uterus, then you are put in as a handmaiden, which is your only job is to make babies. And you are set in one household for 3 years, and you only get 3 different households. And then if you don't make a baby within those 9 years, you have to be sent off to work in a highly radioactive wasteland or die. So that's a very pressured part of being a mother. And it's interesting on how that society views the handmaids, because they all sort of respect them because they need them, because not a lot of people can make babies anymore in that future. And so in some way there's a respect for them, but they're very, a lot of the other women, like there's commanders' wives, which are the wives of the husband of the household, and they appreciate their handmaids because they really want a baby, but they hate their handmaids because that's like they want to have the baby. And so, and they're treated like really well. If you hurt a handmaid, then you get killed, usually by handmaids. It's a very messed up society, I think. And so there's some sort of respect for a handmaid, but everybody else sees them as like the lowest part of the low. Like even people who are working in the wastelands are above handmaids. But yeah, everybody appreciates them. So it's a very weird way of thinking about motherhood, and it's stressful to try to be a handmaid because you have, okay, I'm going to die, and if I do anything at any point in time, they're going to kill me or take me away and torture me, and just, you have all this pressure. It's very much like 1984. And so you have, like, the society's watching you at all times, and, like, everything can go wrong in a split second. There's just all this tension in the book, and I loved it. And then the other book that I read was The Joy Luck Club, which is a group of daughters who go and play, I don't know how to pronounce it, Mahjong tiles? Mahjong tiles. And they call themselves the Joy Luck Club, but that wasn't the original one. Their mothers actually had started one. And so they each tell stories about their mothers, which is interesting because you see a lot of different ways, and they're all Japanese American. And so you see a lot of different ways that mothers are treated throughout just the Japanese culture, like 20 or 30 years ago. So I thought that was very interesting because they had a lot of pressure to be a wife and be good to the man, but to also bear children and to also not voice their opinion. I mean, they were very put down, and you are in this spot, and you cannot move from this spot, but all of them found a way out and to regain their own identity again, which was very interesting. So, that's what I read.